Chapter 14, Natural Resources. Our planet Earth is the only one on which life is possible, exists. Life on Earth is dependent on many factors. Most life forms we know need an ambient temperature, water and food. And the resources available on the Earth and the energy from the sun are necessary to meet the basic requirement of all life form on the Earth. Okay. So on Earth, life is possible just because of resources available only on Earth, like oxygen, water, food, plant, etc. So resources available on the Earth and the energy from the suns are necessary to meet the basic requirement of all life form. The land, the water and the air are the resources on the Earth. All of these three things are required for the existence of life. So Earth is divided into 4 spheres. We know that: lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. Okay, let's discuss about them one by one. So hydrosphere, it is the outermost part of the Earth. Hydrosphere is the outermost part of the Earth that includes crust and the uppermost mantle. It is the most rigid part of the Earth. Okay, it is the outermost part of the Earth. It includes crust and the uppermost mantle. It is the most rigid part. Next is hydrosphere. It includes the entire water part of the Earth. It is constituted of the oceans, rivers, lakes and even the moisture in the air. This belongs to hydrosphere. It moves up about 3/4 of the Earth's surface. It makes up. Our Earth's surface is covered with 3/4 water is available on the Earth. Next is atmosphere. The outer covering of Earth is called atmosphere. It is constituted of various gases, vapors, dust particles, etc. And then biosphere. It is formed of the whole life supporting of the Earth, where the atmosphere, hydrosphere and the lithosphere interact and make life possible on this Earth. So we live on biosphere. Okay. Now biosphere is further divided into 2 components, biotic and abiotic. So we know that the living things constituted the biotic components of the biosphere: human, animals, plant, etc. And abiotic components are non-living things and natural things. Non-living natural things, air, water and soil, form the abiotic components of the biosphere. Temperature, water, air, soil, gases are the abiotic component of biosphere. So biosphere is divided into these 2 components. Next is composition of air. We know that air is a mixture of gases like nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide and other gases. Air is a mixture of many gases like oxygen, carbon dioxide and water vapors. Okay, we know that nitrogen, amount of nitrogen is highest, then oxygen, then carbon dioxide. Oxygen gas present in air is essential for living organism for respiration. That is why air is called breath of life. Next is the movement of air and winds. We know that moving air is called wind. Winds are caused due to uneven heating of atmosphere. Uneven heating of atmosphere. Air moves from high pressure area to low pressure area. Air moves from high pressure area to low pressure area. During daytime, the air above the land get heated faster and start rising. We know that hot air moves up and the cool air comes down. So air from above the sea comes to low pressure region, from high pressure to low pressure region over land. So wind blows from sea to land. During the night, the direction of wind is from land to sea. During the night, the direction of wind is from land to sea, because moving of air is occur from high pressure to low pressure. So land to sea on the earth cools. On the earth cools faster than sea, as the earth cool faster than sea, creating a low pressure region above land. Okay, so air moves from high pressure to low pressure. We know that hot air rises up and cold air comes down. Okay, in this way air moves from sea level to land, and then during the night from land to sea. Now let's discuss about natural resources. Rain is formed by evaporation, and so rain is the natural resources. Natural resources of water. So rain is formed by evaporation and condensation of water through water cycle. We know that when sun rays fall on the water bodies like sea, river, okay, and other water bodies, then it get evaporated on heating, and we know that warm air rises up, so it goes up to it goes higher, and after when it comes to the cold air, when it comes to the cool air, then it get condensed, and then rain get falls. Okay, so rain is formed by evaporation and condensation of water through water cycle. Now acid rain. Acid rain is caused by the release of gases like sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxide, released from the emission of vehicles, combustion of fuels, and the emission gases comes out from the factories, and these gases like sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxide, these gases when comes in the contact of moisture or rain, it get dissolved in water and comes down with rain, dissolved in rainwater to form nitric acid. Nitrogen dioxide when react with water, it form nitric acid, and when sulfur dioxide comes in contact with water, moisture or rainwater, then it forms sulfuric acid. Both are strong acid. Okay, so these gases dissolve in rain water to form nitric acid and sulfuric acid, and this is called acid rain, and it is very harmful for our historical monuments and other metallic objects, because acid dissolve or corrode the metallic object. Okay, next is water. Water is renewable resources. It is essential for all physiological activities of plants and animals. We need water. All animals, all living organism needs water for survival. Water is mainly present in two forms: surface water and groundwater. Water which is present on the surface is called surface water, and which is present in the ground is called groundwater. Next is water pollution. An undesirable change in the physical, biological or chemical properties of water. When there is undesirable change in the physical, in appearance, water looks dirty, yellowish, greenish, or biological, means sometimes biological oxygen demand is less or more, or some germs are present, or chemical properties of water that adversely affect the aquatic life which lives on the organism which lives on the water and makes water less fit or unfit for use is called water pollution. Or we can say when unwanted substance present in water bodies is called water pollution. The main cause of water pollution are as follows. Addition of harmful substance like fertilizer and pesticide to water. How it is added? When farmers add fertilizer and pesticide in their fields, then with rainwater it comes to the water bodies and water get polluted. It is very harmful for us, fertilizer and pesticide, because it is chemical product. So removal of desirable substance like oxygen from water, as I told you ki there is less oxygen demand, biological oxygen demand is less, then it also get polluted. Change in water temperature. So these are the causes of water pollution. Okay. Now let's discuss about soil. It is the uppermost layer of earth crust which supports terrestrial plants, means plants which live on land, animals and microorganisms, organism and plant which live on land. It is formed from the weathering of rock. How soil is formed? It is formed from the weathering of rock by physical, chemical and biological activities. When rock is broken down into small pieces by physical, chemicals or biological process, then soil is formed. It is very long-term process. By the action of wind, water and by the it is made up of mainly of mineral particles, organic materials, air, water and living organisms. Okay. Humus. We know that the upper part of the soil contains humus, which is very good for our crop or plants. The decayed living organism present in the soil is called humus. Okay. When dried plant leaves or animals waste is decayed on the earth, on soil, then it forms humus. Humus make the soil porous and allows water and air to penetrate deep inside the soil, which make the soil more fertile. It contains many inorganic substance, that's why it is very fertile. Now soil pollution. Removal of useful components from the soil and addition of other substance which adversely affect the fertility of soil. Removal of useful components. When top layer of the soil is removed by wind, air, water or addition of other substances like fertilizers, okay, pesticide, which kills the microorganisms, is called soil pollutants. Because microorganisms make the soil fertile and fertilizer, pesticide, it destroy all the fertility of the soil. Okay, so this causes soil pollution. Now, what is soil erosion? Soil erosion is the process of removal of the top fertile soil. Removal of the topmost layer of soil. We know that topmost layer of soil is the fertile soil. Okay, so how it get removed? By wind, water or other activities is called soil erosion. Causes of soil erosion. Main factor responsible for soil erosion: overgrazing of land by animals, removal of topsoil by wind, because topsoil contains humus which make the soil fertile. So removal of topsoil by wind, storms and water floods. Okay, deforestation also causes soil erosion. Leaving land uncultivated for long time. When regularly cultivations occur in soil, it also soil get eroded. Effect of soil erosion. So loss of what is the effect of soil erosion? If fertile soil get eroded, then loss of fertility due to loss of topmost fertile soil, which result in desertification, landslide in hilly areas. Okay. Now how we can prevent soil erosion? Soil can be prevented from getting eroded by implementing by following methods: intensive cropping, terrace farming, like you must have seen the terrace farming in the crop of tea leaves. Afforestation means planting of plants, replantation, making a strong embankment along the river banks, etc. So in this way we can prevent the soil erosion. Let's discuss about Chipko movement. It was a movement started to conserve forest. It was a movement which is started to conserve forest. The movement was led by Shri Sundar Lal Bahuguna in Garhwal, Himalayas. He started this movement to conserve the forest. Okay. Now, biological cycles. In this subtopic, we will discuss about the biological cycles like water cycles, oxygen cycle, carbon cycle, nitrogen cycle, etc. Okay. Biological cycle. A constant interaction between biotic and abiotic components of the biosphere makes a system, and these flow of components form a cycle called biochemical cycle. A constant interaction between biotic and abiotic components of the biosphere make a system which is called biological system. Means biotic and abiotic components both are necessary for these cycles, water cycle, nitrogen cycles. Okay. First is water cycle. The whole process in which water evaporated and falls on the land as rain, as snow, and water flows back into the sea via river is known as water cycle. That includes the following process. Like first of all, first is evaporation process occur, then condensation occur, precipitations, then percolation and absorption. Now evaporation, we know that water on earth changes to water due to sun's heat and rise above. First of all, when water is present on the earth, it gets evaporated due to sun heat, and the water convert into water vapor. We know that in the process of evaporation, water convert into water vapor. So water present on the earth surface, like water bodies like river, lake, sea, etc. on heating by sun's heat, it get evaporated. Next is transpiration. Plant absorb water through roots and then give off excess water in the form of vapor through gases, through pores in the leaves. We know that plant absorb water, and 90% of water is get transpirated from. Only even 95% water is not useful for plant. Okay, a plant use required water, and remaining water is get evaporated or transpirated from the surface of the leaves in the form of water vapor. So plant also help in the evaporation, transpiration of water. Okay, next is respiration. It is a process in living organism involves the production of energy with the intake of oxygen and the release of carbon dioxide along with water vapor. Respiration also help in the releasing of water vapor. Next is precipitation. It is the process of condensation of water vapor in atmosphere into liquid. When water get evaporated, it rises up above the sea level. It rises up, and when all the water vapor comes in contact with each other, it forms cloud after condensing. Okay, so when it and when these clouds come in contact with the cold air, then it comes down on the earth as a rain, or in the very cold air, then it comes down on the hilly areas as a snow, sometimes sleet or hail. This process is called precipitation. Okay, after precipitation, when water comes down on the earth as a rain or snow, then percolation or absorption occur. Some of the precipitation soak into the ground to reach the underground water. Okay, some on land get absorbed by the plant, crop and trees to grow, and to rest flows downhill as rain-off to reach the seas to complete the whole water cycle. In this way, water get recycled, water get renewed. Again we get water, okay, in water bodies. This is called water cycle.